Saludos, compadres. You know, out here, a lot of times, what looks like it's going to be your worst day turns out to be your best, and sometimes what you think is your worst weakness turns out to be your strongest. You know, a few years ago, there was a little old Indian feller here that when he was born, he only had one arm. He had a right arm. He didn't have no left arm, and they didn't know quite what to make of that. You know, the Indians, they sure don't like to have anything that didn't look perfect. Well, sir, there was a wise old medicine man, and he said, I'll take the boy with me. And he started teaching that boy how to do everything, and he was doing real good, the boy, but he couldn't understand why after all this training, as he got older on learning how to fight and everything, that the medicine man only showed him one trick, one thing to do in a fight. Well, he says to the medicine man, he said, shouldn't you be teaching me more stuff? Because I'm old enough now, and as soon as I'm 12 years old, I got to prove that I'm a man. I got to do that by fighting some of these other braves. Well, the old medicine man says, it's the only move you need. You don't need anything besides this one. Well, he didn't believe it, but he loved that medicine man because that man had raised him from a pup. So, wasn't long and they started that contest. Well, sir, believe it or not, he won the first fight with the first brave, but he had two more he had to fight, and each one was bigger and tougher. Here comes the second brave, and boy, that second brave looked like he almost had him, but all of a sudden the brave got a little tired, and the boy used that move that he had been taught by the medicine man, and he beat the second one with that move. Well, he's doing pretty good, but then he sees the next brave, and this guy is big and ugly and strong, and you could tell he was out for blood. Well, sir, they started the fighting, and that little old brave, he just kept dodging, weaving, and going, and just going, but he was getting kind of whacked around by this big old boy, and heck, they fought till it looked like there just wasn't anything left, and all of a sudden the big boy made a big move. He was going to take him down, and doggone it, that one move that medicine man taught him saved him. He just moved around and threw that boy to the ground. That other one there, that big guy just whopped him and knocked him out, cold him right there, right on the ground. Well, he says, the medicine man, he said, wow. He says, I'm glad you taught me that, but how did you know that would win all three of my fights? And the medicine man laughs. He says, the only way they could ever stop that move, son, is by grabbing your left arm. You ain't got one. See? Sometimes your biggest weakness becomes your biggest strength. Well, hasta luego, compadres. Talk to you next week.